Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. My name is Doug. In today's video I'm gonna give you 3 reasons on why render token RNDR might be the way for you making your first $100,000 with crypto, which is a huge deal for almost everyone. So I'm gonna cut the intro really short, but first, before I give you my first reason, let me explain really quick what render token is. So render token is distributed GPU rendering on the blockchain. What this basically means is that the render network is the first network to transform the power of GPU compute into a decentralized economy of connected 3D assets. What this basically means is there will be someone on a requesting job who needs rendering power or computing power or a rendering job or a cinematic job or anything which demands computing power. He will submit it on the render network. The render network will make a smart contract and decide how long it's gonna take and how much the cost will be. On the other side, there will be thousands of 10,000s of node operators with great GPU power. The GPU power will do the rendering job, send it back to the requester, and he will have his rendering job done. So that's how easy it is. It's basically a network of decentralized GPUs connecting to each other to make a very, very powerful network. So this brings me to the first thing of why render could be your first 100,000 is basically that it's giving insane performance for really low amount of money. So the first thing I'm showing you is an example I've showed before, is that a rendering job normally on a MacBook Pro local would take you 1,500 minutes, but with Octane render, so basically the render network, it would only take you 15 minutes. So basically a 100x performance for only $2.13. So you will be actually saving 24 hours and 45 minutes for almost no money, and they will always deliver these prices because it's decentralized cloud computing. But another example which came out this week is that render token and stability AI. I will make another video about it, but I'm just gonna show you something really quick. So they added a new function of stable diffusion on the render network side. So what this basically does is a 45-second video. You can just type anything you want. It's text to prompt, so text to video to image. So he typed, I want a fruit basket Van Gogh style, and then we can see a couple seconds later it actually made him 4 crazy inputs of a fruit basket with Van Gogh style. But what's the most crazy part is not only the speed, it only cost him 2 cents to do it. We can see that he did another job before that and it cost him only 8 cents to do it. This will make graphic artists like asking you $30, $100 for a time useless, because it will only cost you 2 cents of a dollar, which is basically nothing. And why is it so cheap? Because you don't have to pay development costs. You don't have to pay centralized companies who charge you a monthly fee of like $20, $15 to use it. No, it's all decentralized. So you just pay for what you get. No memberships, no upfront paying for software, no, on the cloud. And who knows this? Apple, of course, because Apple's M2 next gen generations performance chips are actually coming with render pre-installed, because Apple knows if you can connect every single device, and they have hundreds of millions of devices, and just use a small portion of every device, you can make the strongest network in the world without having to buy 10,000s of graphic cards. So what we're seeing here is, because it's decentralized, it's connecting all of these GPUs. The prices are so cheap, 2 cents for stable diffusion. You will find it nowhere near. I will make another video on how great it is, but that was reason number 1. The second reason is that computing power is becoming a bottleneck for developing AI. This article was from December 13, 2022, but we're seeing the results every single day. The first one was ChatGPT, which runs on a 10K NVIDIA training GPUs with potential for thousands of more. So only making one language model used 10,000 or more NVIDIA trained GPUs. But not only ChatGPT, Microsoft had to spend hundreds of millions of dollars on a ChatGPT supercomputer. It connected 10,000 of NVIDIA A100 chips and had to rework server racks to build the hardware. They had to buy very expensive cards for hundreds of millions. They had to rework their servers. With Render, you don't have to do that. Of course, Twitter as well. Twitter recently purchased 10,000 GPUs to help get started with its artificial intelligence effort. So what we're seeing here is more and more companies are buying hundreds of millions of graphic cards, but there's never gonna be enough, because it's not enough to make it happen in the AI. You will need more and more and more computing power. And that's why analysts already said that Amazon Cloud Unit could hit 3 trillion with a T in valuation, because they know real computing power cannot be done just by server racks. It has to come from the cloud. But not Facebook, not Twitter, not Amazon are gonna use decentralized GPUs. They're not gonna let you enter their network, but Render is, because it's distributed GPU rendering on a network. And that's my second reason why Render could be so big, because it can just connect to hundreds of millions of devices in the world who do nothing. You might have a PC which you never use with a good graphic card. You can connect to the Render network and make money, and everybody can do that. So the power of Render is unlimited, while big companies are limited to the supply of graphic cards and the space they can have for the centers, because they cannot have infinity space for centers. And that's why Render could be so big. Now my third reason why Render could be your first $100,000 in crypto is the burning mechanism, which is gonna come for the usage of the network. So basically, really easy. How this works is, let's say you need a rendering job or computing power. A customer will pay with Render tokens or with fiat. If he pays with fiat, the network will buy the Render tokens and burn the tokens. So you might be thinking, well, if it burns the token, how get the GPU node operators? How do they get money? Well, every day there will be a fixed amount of tokens which will be distributed to the node operator. So let's say it's 10,000 with a price of say $2 Render, just saying that will be 20,000 every day currently for the node operators. But what happens if the customers pay like 50,000? That means 50,000 getting burned, 20,000 is getting produced for the creators, 30,000 is missing. And if this continues, we're gonna get to 100,000, 1 million, 10 million, 100 million. Of course, the supply is gonna shrink so hard that the price has to go up. So 10,000 tokens won't be 20,000 anymore, maybe 100,000, 1 million. And what you're seeing here is that the total market cap doesn't even have to go up that much, because the circulating supply is shrinking. So basically Render could be 100x with only a 10x market cap if like the supply shrinks down to like 50%, 70%, 90%, and it's all possible. And this is the third reason why Render could be your easy 100x, because let's say the tokens shrink down, the price goes up, people are getting FOMO, they will not need that much money to actually pump Render. It's harder to pump a coin from 10 billion to 100 billion market cap than from 1 billion to 10 billion. And with actually now, we're seeing that the burning mechanism, it could be way easier for Render to actually 100x. So now the moment that most people have been waiting, my non-financial advice, price prediction about Render token and why it could be your next $100,000 in crypto. Well, I truly believe that if NVIDIA, the company behind graphic cards and computing power, is a top 10 stock with a market cap of $670 billion and only going up. Like, it's crazy how fast they're growing. They're gonna be top 5 soon. That Render token, which climbed from rank 135 to 69 in 3 months, could and will be, not financial advice, a top 10 crypto sooner or later. So what does that basically mean? A top 10 crypto in the last bull market was around 35 billion market cap. 35 billion market cap would already be a 60x for Render. But of course we have the burning mechanism. Let's say if half the tokens get burned, that will already mean a 120x. But we have more. Every single bull market, the top 10 market caps go up. Before this, it was 11 billion. Now it's 34 billion. We're seeing a 3 to 4x. So that 120x we would talk about could be a 350x to be needed for a top 10 crypto. So that's all I'm just saying. It's not financial advice. It's just my vision. But I truly believe, like the 3 reasons I gave you, how much computing power is needed, how good Render network will respond to the demand of GPU, the Render token will be a top 10 crypto, and with the burn-in mechanism, the price could even 1000x from here. So yeah guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Be sure to follow me on Twitter as well to know when I post videos, to know when I talk about crypto and anything. Also like this video if you enjoyed, subscribe to my channel for more crypto videos, and YouTube. Until next time.